Sa videong ito nga, mas makikilala natin ng lubusan ang napakalaking skeleton ng buhaya na ito na nakadisplay dito nga sa Crocodile Farm. Kung sino nga siya at kung saan nga siya nahuli. Napakarami nga rin nating impormasyon na malalaman dito nga sa mga baby crocodile. Dahil nga sobrang endangered na nga nila. At ang panghuli nga ay mas makikilala natin itong mga adult crocodile na mga live. Sobrang daming trivia ko ang nalaman dito. Sa pagbisita namin dito nga sa Crocodile Farm dito nga sa Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. Tara mga boss, alamin mo na nga yung mga impormasyon na sinasabi ko. Let's go! Kamusta mga boss? Andito nga tayo sa Palawan Wildlife Rescue and Conservation Center. Parte nga to ng package ng city tour namin dito nga sa Puerto Princesa City. Sobrang dami ko natutunan sa pakikinig lang dito nga sa tourist guide dahil sobrang galing niya. Detalyado talaga yung mga explanation about dito. Panigurado, habang pinapanood mo to ay marami ka rin matututunan. Sabay-sabay na nga tayo makinig dito kay Miss Tourist Guide. Tara na mga boss!
So, buhay po and good morning. Welcome here to Palawan Wildlife Rescue and Conservation Center. This is formerly known as Crocodile Farm Institute or CFI, which was first established in 1987. So, during our tour, you will learn about the two species of the crocodiles that we have here in the Philippines and the story of this skeleton. So, this one is named Rio, R-I-O. He is a male saltwater crocodile caught on the coast before 1990 in Rio Tuba River, Batarasa, southern part of Palawan. He has a length of 70.6 feet or 5 meters and was captured in that area because he attacked a fisherman, and it was confirmed that he swallowed only the right leg of his victim. Sadly, after 5 months of his captivity, Rio died due to stress related to his transport. He was approximately 60 years old when he died, 60. This is real skin skeleton of Rio, but it has no commercial value anymore because usually the leather bag, shoes, wallets, and belts came only from 3 to 5 years old saltwater crocodile. But Rio here was already 60 years old when he died, so his skin cannot be used for those products anymore and for viewing purposes only. So our next stop, please follow me. Our next station is Hatchling House, where you can see a young or baby crocodile. So once you're inside, please hands or throw your tongues or railings because even though they are young, they can still jump, bite, and cut off your fingers. Cameras, you can take some pictures and videos, but please turn off the flash. And lastly, once we're inside, please don't make too loud noises to minimize the stress over young and baby crocodiles, okay? So here in the Philippines, we only have 2 species of the crocodiles. In the world, there are 24 of them. In the Philippines, only 2. That is the Philippine crocodile or freshwater crocodile. The other one would be the saltwater crocodile. For the Philippine crocodile, we are now considering the species as critically endangered, and that's why we are conserving them here in PWRCC. So inside of our hatchling house, you will see these 2 species of the crocodiles that I'm talking about. For their physical difference, the freshwater or Philippine crocodiles, their black spots are aligned only in their tail area, and they can grow 2 to 3 meters. While the saltwater crocodile, which is the same species of the skeleton that you saw in the lobby, their black spots are scattered like a polka dot one, and they can grow 6 up to 7 meters. So comparing the two, the freshwater or Philippine crocodile is much smaller compared to the saltwater crocodile. So again, we will be here for 2 to 3 minutes, and then after this, we'll proceed next to our big crocodiles. I will wait for the all of you at the other end of the door. So welcome po sa ating hatchling.
Nililit pa nila. Hands off please, bawal hawakan. Ayan. Ito fresh water, yung kanina salt. So huwag tayong maingay pala, baka may stress sila. Ayan. Dami yun. Ito medyo malaki na. So, mga boss, yan yung buong ano niya. Dito yung mga baby crocodile. Bawal kasi maingay. Ayan. Yan yung mga kasama namin. Bali 13 kami lahat.
May buhay. Alright, so if you're done po, let's proceed to our crocodile. But all of the crocodile makes sure inside is 1 to 3 years old only. And their sizes are fit for now in order for them not to jump out of their tank. But once they grow old po, we are transferring them all from here to our breeding area at the back in a much wider and bigger tank. That's why if you can notice, there are some of them who are alone in the tank. That's because we have transferred some of it inside of the breeding area. So as I said, up here you can see an almost same size of the skeleton that you saw in the lobby. But here it's still alive and breathing. So just a reminder to please hold on carefully to your important things because once it falls down here, I don't know how to get it back to you.
Lucky.
Okay po. So let's start first with the right side. This one is named Aklan. Aklan on your right is approximately 60 to 70 years old. 16 feet and the
60 years na yan.
saltwater crocodile who came from the province of Aklan because he was a pet of a former governor of the province. But Aklan was turned over here in PWRCC because they cannot take care of him properly now since he is too big compared to when he was first adopted. On your left naman po, the one who is on the surface right now, at yung nakanganga po, that's Mar. Si Mar po was purposely captured in the wild because he accidentally attacked and killed a resident in the area which is from Sitio Marabahay, Rio Tuba, Palawan. Si Mar po is only 30 to 40 years old and a 14 feet. That's why if you can notice, Mar is much smaller compared to Aklan on your right side. But they are both male saltwater crocodile. And also, si Mar po ay nakanganga or opening its mouth. That's not because he is hungry right now, but that's because he is cooling off his body temperatures. The crocodiles do not have a pores on their skins just like us humans. So if they feel too much heat inside their body, they open its mouth to release that heat. Yan po ang ginagawa ni Mar ngayon. Nagko-cool off lamang po ng kanyang body temperature. Well, on our third pen, just in front of me, this one is named Makmak. Makmak po is the longest and the oldest. Longest because of its length of 17 feet. That's almost same size of the skeleton that you saw in the lobby. Si Rio po doon ay 17.6. Si Makmak po dito ay 17 feet. Oldest, he is now approximately 70 to 80 years old na. And Makmak was captured only here in Puerto Princesa City, Barangay Macarascas noon pong 1990. And then in our next pen, we have here another male saltwater crocodile. And this is named Kalayaan. Si Kalayaan naman po just came from the breeding area at the back. Meaning to say, he is our former breeder. But not anymore because the sexually matured age of a crocodile starts from 7 up to 40s only. Kalayaan is now 60 to 70 years old na. If you compare this to a person, this one is already in a menopausal stage. So hindi na po siya pwedeng i-mate dahil matanda na. Kaya inilipat po dito pansamantala sa ating pong viewing area. Next, we have here a 30 pieces Philippine crocodile. So these are the species that can only be found here in the Philippines, and that's why they are critically endangered. And since they are endangered species, that means we cannot commercialize them for any purposes. These are for conservation purposes only. Bawal po silang katayin, bawal ibenta, bawal gawing pet. For conservation, or pinaparami lamang po sila. And ito po nasa babae around 5 to 7 years old. Again, yung nasa loob po kanina is 1 to 3 years old. So you can notice the difference in their sizes comparing the gap in their ages. And additionally, since they are carnivorous, here we feed them fish, chicken, pork, and beef. But the feeding time here is once or twice a week, not every day because they have a slow metabolism. The crocodiles do not really chew their food, they swallow it whole just like snakes. So that's why here we feed them once or twice a week. That's every Tuesday, kahapon po, and then every Friday po yan. 5 to 15 kilograms every feeding time. Again, once or twice a week only. And then we have an empty space here because Kota, a crocodile who used to live back then here, was transferred back to the breeding area because he is now old and his age is not fit for the viewing. That's why we transferred him back to the breeding area. For now po, we are cleaning this. We are cleaning the bacteria that was left by Kota before we can transfer another batch of a crocodile. And then we have here Paupi. You remember Makmak kanina po, yung nasa third pen. When Makmak was first captured, he was only 12 feet long. He was just looking like this one. Ganito lamang po siya kaliit noon. Now, Makmak is the longest and the oldest that you saw earlier. So just like Makmak, Paupi may also grow longer and bigger just like him. And lastly, Pinay on your left, that's the only female that we have here in the viewing area. She is a Philippine crocodile or freshwater crocodile, a critically endangered one, and a female at most. So that's all po. That's the end of our guided tour. If you have some time, you all can also go right. That's Nature Park. May makikita po tayo sa loob like bear cats, porcupines, monkeys, and birds. Make sure lamang po isang metrong distansya from the enclosures of it, especially from the monkeys. Nang-aabot po sila. Next. Ang left side po natin at yung po may maingay ay crocodile holding area kung gusto pong humawak ng buhay ng baby saltwater. Don't worry, it is safe because it has a tape on its mouth so hindi po tayo makakagat. Pero magbabayad po tayo additional 60 pesos fee for that. So thank you po. Good morning po again and enjoy the rest of your tour.
We're going to go here. Thank you.
Dito muna tayo.
Yes, you can go inside of the nature park first since ang exit po ninyo ay doon din.
Alam ko, marami ka ring natutunan dito nga sa video na ito. Kung umabot ka pa sa parte na ito ng video, huwag mo nang kalimutang i-like o i-heart ito. I-share mo na din boss at huwag mo na din kalimutang mag-follow. Salamat sa support nyo. Bye-bye!